at in mathematics, we are looking at subtraction and addition. What are we looking at?
Subtraction and addition.
There's a poem here that I want us to read, alright? Let's read the poem. The poem is telling us when to subtract and when to add. Let's read. Add up to 9, everything is fine. 10 or more, take the extra next door. More on top, no need to stop. More on the floor, go to the next door and get 10 more. Number is the same, 0 is the game. Alright, so when we're subtracting, another word is that when we subtract, we get, can you tell me what we get when we subtract? Anybody else? When we subtract, what do we get? Do we get more or do we get less? What do we get? Less. And in subtraction, there are many numbers that we can use. When we see these numbers, it therefore means we are subtracting to get less. What are we doing?
Subtracting to get less.
Alright, these are the numbers that we use when we subtract it. We decrease. What is this word?
Decrease.
This difference?
Difference.
Less than, minus.
Less than minus.
How many left?
How many left?
Subtract.
How many left? Subtract.
Take away.
Take away.
When we see these numbers, these words, we know that we will get less. Let's go back to these numbers again, these words again. Decrease.
Decrease.
Difference.
Difference.
Less than.
Less than.
Minus.
Minus.
How many left?
How many left?
Subtract.
Subtract.
Take away.
Take away.
So when you see these words in any sum, it therefore means that we must, what we must do?
Subtract.
And when we subtract, we get, what do we do?
Less.
We get
Less.
Good. And when we're adding, everybody likes to add, isn't that so?
Yes.
Everybody likes to have more, isn't that so?
Yes.
Good. When we're adding, we get more. And these are some words that we can use to tell us that we need to add. What are these words? All together?
All together.
Combine?
Combine.
How many?
How many?
Plus?
Plus.
Join?
Join.
Add?
Add.
Sum?
Sum.
Together.
Together.
All of these words tell us when we add, we get more. They tell us what? When we add, we get more. Do you know there's a formula we use when we're subtracting? Or are there names of the sum? Do you know that? When we are adding the two numbers, we call them, what do we call them? Added. What do we call them?
Added.
So, we have one here, and then we have another here. We have one added and another added, and our answer is going to be the sum. What is the answer? Our sum. When we add, we find the sum. What do we find? When we subtract, we find the difference. What do we find?
The difference.
Alright, when we subtract, we have 2 pencils and 1 sharpener. We are subtracting, right? We call this minuet. Minuet, what do we call it?
Minuet.
Take away this minuet,
Take away this minuet.
and our answer is going to equal to the difference. What is it going to equal to?
Difference.
Alright, so when we add, what do we get?
More.
When we subtract, what do we get?
Less.
What is the name of the answer called when we add? Our sum. What is it?
Our sum.
When we add two numbers, the end result, we call it our
Sum.
When we subtract, our end result is our
Sum.
Difference. What is it?
Difference.
Alright, let us get busy with some. Let me put one on the board. So we have 20 and another 20. Mother gave me $20 and father gave me another 20. Will I get a difference or will I get the sum? I need to know.
Difference.
Mother gave me 20 and father also gave me another 20. How much money will I have all together?
40.
Oh, you know I get $40, Gavina. You add. So my sum is going to equal to what my sum is equal to?
$40.
$40. My sum is equal to what?
$40.
So it therefore means I add this and I add that and my sum is equal to 40. Mother gave me $40 and father gave me a $40. I want to share $20 with Valentina. So mother gave me $40 and daddy gave me $40. How much money do I have so far?
$80.
So what did you do to get $80? Yes, Valentina?
You add and 4 and 4 is 8, and when you put the 0 in there, $80.
Very good answers. But I want to share $20 with Valentina. What do I do?
You take away.
I take away to find my difference. Isn't that so?
Yes, miss.
So I gave Valentina $20. How much money will I have remain?
$80.
I have $80 and I share 20. Will I have 80 still?
No, miss.
How much will I have?
$60.
$60. Very good. Very good. So do we understand the difference?
Yes, miss.
When we subtract, we get less. Isn't that so?
Yes, miss.
When we subtract, we get less, right? And do you know what sign we use?
Subtract.
Subtraction sign. It's a long dash, right? These are our signs here. And when we add, it therefore means we get more. And this is our sign. Looks like the cross. Isn't that so? Or the T? Good. So that is our sign. What do we call this part of the sum? Addend. What do we call it?
Addend.
Plus addend is equal to our sum. Addend plus addend is equal to our sum. Say it again.
Addend plus addend is equal to our sum.
Good. Minuend plus minuend is equal to the difference.
Minuend plus minuend is equal to the difference.
Minuend plus minuend is equal to the difference. Savia?
Minuend plus minuend is equal to the difference.
Very good. I have some worksheets for you. And you are going to use your counters. Those of you who have counters, you are going to use your counters. I'm coming around to look. I'm coming around to make sure you are working in your pairs, all right?
Yes, miss.
Share that. Yes, we will share. All right, so we have subtraction and addition for you. All right, I want you to find the difference and I want you to find the sum. What do you have to do?
Find the difference and the sum.
All right, I'm coming. Good, so what do we have to do here? Subtract. We have our counters. We have our symbols, all right? We can use these, right? To subtract. How many symbols do we have at the top? The four symbols. And how much have we taken?
This is get like this.
I'm taking out 3. How many are we making? faster. So you don't scratch out, scratch out. We are not finding the difference. We take out, so we have what number we have. Oh, you didn't? Scratch out this tree. Like this. This side. So much of parts. Oh, you're showing through. So you're using a counter. But still use the counters for the bigger seat. Using counters. Using counters. So you like it? Seven and 3, 10, 12. 7 and 3, 11. So we have another 11 plus that 1. So which one we did? Yeah, like the sun content, you know, we have the sun, yeah? Subtraction, you're more comfortable with subtraction than addition. You like the face up, you like the left, you like the right. You like the more. So yeah, none of these are gonna work already, right? Are we finished?
Yes, Miss.
Was that easy?
Yes,
Good.
Miss.
So we had to find our sum and then we had to find our difference. What did we have to find? Our sum and our difference. Alright, so we're going to put it to game here, right? You're going to roll the dice. You're going to roll the dice. And whatever you do, I'm going to tell you. Let me the addition and the subtraction sign, please. So as two of you will come, you are going to roll the dice. Sit down. These are the things, right? We're going to roll the dice and then you got to close your eyes and pick out one of these here. And whichever one you pick out, that's where you got to work, right?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So you're going to either find what? The sum or the difference. When you're finding the sum, you have to add. And when you're finding the difference, you have to. So you're going to find the sum, therefore you have to. You add. To find the difference, therefore you have to subtract. Alright. One turn and one try. So you roll one, keep your number. Stand up and roll it. You need to see. So you have one. Come, Valentina. And you have a two. So close your eyes. One. Which one of you want to pick out what I have in my hand? Close your eyes. Check out one. Good. What do? You find the sum. So show me your number. What number you had? And what number you had? So put it together. What do we have? Three. Show me three on your counters. Very good. So we have one and we have two. Put it together, we get three. Very good. Give them a clap. Both of you, come step out here. Do not face the camera. What number do you have? There. One. So who pick it out? Close your eyes. What do? You add. Alright, so Abigail has 6 and Dale has 1. We put them together. How much do you have in total? 7. How much do you have? Give them a clap, man. Let's go back to your seats. Come. No. What is this? 5 and 1. Yeah, I like 1. Everybody go 1. Alright, who's picking up? Alright, close your eyes. Alright, Shanice, close your eyes. What do? So yeah, I like to actually add because everybody adding, right? Everybody getting more. You want to try again?
Yes, Miss.
So what you had?
1.
And what you had? 5. Good. So when you bring that together, what do you get? 6. Good. So yeah, since you're here, you're going to try to subtract. Everybody going to subtract what you have. So she needs to roll and she gets 5 again. And you have 3. So find the difference now. You have 5. You have 3. What will be your difference? You get 5. It's the two of you. And you get 3. Very good. What do you get? 2 alone. You are left back. Thank you very much. Go to your seats. Come here and I'm here. Stop. Don't face the camera. We have 5 here. And 6. We are going to get a number Dale has 5 and Abigail has 6. How much milk do we have remain? Are we taking 5? How much left back? How much is it? 1. Thank you. Come. Walk right here. This is a 6. And that's a 3. Alright. You're finding the difference. Oh, you know it's 3 without the counters. Very good, though. Very good. So, very good. Thank you. So today we've learned that when we subtract, we get less. And when we subtract, we get... What do we get when we subtract? What do we get when we subtract? What do we get when we subtract? Difference. When we subtract, we get? We get less. What do we get? When we subtract, what do we get? We find for the difference. Alright? What do we do? Find for the difference. When we add, we get more. What do we get? For those things who pay attention. What do we get when we add? More. And what do we find for? The sum. Alright, starting from the back, you're going to say what you've learned. Stand up and say. One person will speak at a time. Speak loudly.
I learned that we have to show the best, and I have 5 and everyone have 1, and we put it together and we have 6.
So what did you do? When you put them together, you add. Very good. Next. Yes, go ahead. So let's recap. When we add, we get more. When we subtract, we get less. We call this our addend and our addend, and we find the
sum.
What do we find?
The sum.
Minute and minute, we have our
Difference.
minute plus, minute subtract minute, we find for our difference. So other words that we use when we are adding, we say all together, combine, how many, plus, join, add, sum, together. When we see these words, it therefore means it's telling us that we have to add. Alright, when we see decrease,